Good morning, YouTubers. T Square Talks. Hope everybody had a great weekend. It is Monday morning and back to the grind and back to the schedule. Pretty exciting week ahead of us. A lot of people wondering what's going to happen with silver, especially with everything going on overseas in the Middle East right now. And today I normally would want to talk about silver, but there's not really a lot in my personal opinion going on with silver right now. A lot of people are waiting to see what's going to happen on the next Fed rate meeting. Are they going to raise interest rates? Are they going to lower interest rates? Leave a comment below. Let me know if you think they're going to raise them, if you think they're going to lower them, or if you think they're going to keep them the same. I like to hear what people are thinking because it kind of does direct a little bit on topics that I like to talk about and give people ideas to think about other stuff and how things are playing out. But today, I want to talk about fear. Maybe you can call it fear-mongering, I guess you can say. I don't know if that's the proper wording, but that's what I call it, fear-mongering, when people will spew out stuff for clicks. Specifically, I had seen a video the other day where they were discussing panic buying at Walmart. So panic buying because inflation is starting, or inflation is going to get even worse, and people are going to Walmart and they're panic buying out products. Here's the thing. First of all, I haven't been able to confirm that anywhere, and trust me, I have spent hours looking where that person could have sourced that information from. At least here in the United States, I'm not seeing anything. I didn't see nothing in the Canada area. Maybe the only thing I've seen that people are panic buying anywhere in the world right now is tea over in the Britain area, because they're just not getting stuff in right now fast enough, and people are getting nervous and they're buying that. But here in the United States, I'm not seeing it, but it is a topic that definitely gets a lot of views. I remember when the whole cough was happening and people were panic buying. But they blame it. They're quick to want to blame it on the preppers. Now I know most of the community that watches the channel are probably more stackers, but we've been a prepper channel too in the past. We talked a lot about prepping. And I think it's important because it's not just prepping that people will try to use fear tactics to control what people do, to get clicks, to this and that. Now, here's the thing. If you're a prepper, you should already be prepared. I mean, no matter what happens, you've got a good amount of food at your house. You've got a good rotation going. You're rotating the stuff that you use on a regular basis. And maybe you have some items that have extremely long shelf lives. However, maybe you're not rotating as much as you could, because I'll be honest, I got some stuff. I got canned fruit. I'm not a big canned fruit eater, but yet I have some. I'm not a big Spam eater, but yet I have some. Same with, by Spam, I also mean Vienna sausages. Those items I'm not a big fan of. Usually when I rotate it out, it's usually me cutting it up, and sometimes I'll fry it up and make a sandwich. But like I said, I'm not a huge fan of that type of item. However, my dogs love it, and they love it when I'm rotating it, because it is important that you rotate stuff out. But where am I going with this? Like I said, I just want to make sure with everything going on right now that people are still paying attention to their rotation, their preps, what's going on with that. There's not really anything to really talk about right now with silver that I could think of for a good topic. If you've got a question, this is the perfect opportunity to put a question in the comments below, and I will use that more than likely as a comment to talk about a video, to pick a video to do it on. At some point, I believe that when inflation gets really bad, though, people will be panic buying precious metals. They'll be panic buying other stuff, but I do believe they'll be panic buying precious metals too, because they'll see that precious metals are going up in price along with everything else you buy. However, those of you guys that may or may not know, it's easy to buy a bunch of food, throw some money at something, and you got some extra cash. You know what? Problem solved. I'll just go to Walmart today and just buy $1,000 worth of pasta, canned goods, and now that's my insurance policy. I don't have to worry about anything. But the problem with that is, and I've seen this time and time again, especially more recently. Excuse me, I'm tired today. Where people will panic buy and then they really don't know how to preserve it. And maybe they'll get flour bugs, or maybe they'll get weebles, or maybe they'll get little roaches in their pastas and stuff. And, although I will tell someone it's probably not going to kill you, I don't want to eat it. I wouldn't want to do it. It takes a little time. It takes a little time to prep your rice, to preserve your rice. We've done a lot of videos about prepping food to make sure that you have what you need. I mean, I have lots of rice and beans put up in basically 25-year Mylar bags because I want to be prepared if something ugly does happen. And if nothing ugly happens, that's it. Now, here's the thing. Some of that stuff I don't rotate on a regular basis. Why? Because it's going to be really hard to rotate 50-pound bags of rice. It's a lot of rice. I don't even eat that much rice on a daily basis, or even on a weekly, monthly basis that I would use that much rice. However, it's super cheap. Rice, I can go buy a 50-pound bag of rice for $20, and I can get the material that I need to preserve it for 25 years for under $5. I actually did a video on a company a while back and posted it, and they gave us a free code to get discounts on your Mylar bags. It was like $5 off your order. And I actually said, I couldn't say this openly, but I told this to my friends. Hey, go over there, check out that, use the coupon, and just put an order in. Even if you just put a small order in. It's a good opportunity. And yes, I do get a commission if anybody buys that type of stuff off their website, especially if they use that coupon code, and you guys get $5 off. I know one person that they said they ordered a couple times and used a $5 off coupon, taking small orders. That way they could get 5 off of each order. So, who knows? This is not an advertising for them. It's more just to make sure that people are prepared, because like I said, I'm filming this on Sunday night. There's not a lot going on right now. Obviously, tensions and what's going on in the Middle East is escalating, but ironically, we're seeing we're seeing the gas price in my area come down, which is a good thing, because cheaper gas helps with cheaper products, but I don't know at what cost, because now there's just so much going on between the lines that we're not seeing. Backdoor deals. We know that we've been using a lot of our strategic stockpile reserves of oil to pump onto the U.S. market. This way we can keep the cost in kind of check, and that way it looks good for the administration. And I'm not going to sit here and diss any type of politics tonight, but with everything going on, there's a lot to worry about, and we want to make sure that during the quiet times that we are staying prepared, we're staying vigilant to what's going on. Even with silver, I know a lot of people right now that I talk to, and I talk to a lot of people, are telling me, they've slowed down on buying silver because, they're just thinking that they're getting frustrated. And here's the thing, it's going to pop. When it pops, it's going to pop fast. I don't know when it's going to pop. I'm still expecting to see roughly a $21.50 price target by the end of next month. I've said it a couple times. I expect it to be probably later in the next month. But here's the thing, that's only 4 weeks away. We're seeing these dips in the middle of the night where it plunges down to 22.40, 22.50, and then it hurries up and rebounds as the markets open back up. we'll see how that plays out. There's a lot of manipulation. We know there's always been a lot of manipulation with silver and gold, and other metals. But I've said this before. I think almost everything is manipulated now. Everything from the currency, from the inflation numbers, from the job numbers, from the all the stock markets. And even if it's not a manipulation in the stock, when companies do huge amounts of buyback and they're buying all their stock back up, what do you think they're doing? They're basically manipulating the price. They're driving it higher by using, instead of giving shareholder dividends, they're taking that money, buying up shares. And yes, it does make people's shares worth more. However, what happens is they can essentially sell huge amounts of their stock, plunge the price, and then buy it all back up again, and basically have a bigger holding when it's over. So there is so many different ways that stuff is manipulated, from commodities to stocks to, unfortunately, precious metals. But like I said, just kind of be watchful. Make sure you're paying attention to this stuff. I always say stick to the strategy. If your strategy is to keep stacking slow and steady, then that's what I would do if I was you. That's my strategy. I don't hold back. I actually got a package in today. It wasn't a good enough package that I really wanted to do a package opening video, because it was just something miscellaneous that I needed for a personal set that I just put up. It's not even anything cool to even see. So with that being said, I thank everybody for watching. Hopefully everybody's getting rested up. I know they're probably tired getting back into the Monday routine, but I guess the weekend's only 5 days away. Good way to look at it. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take a quick minute, hit that thumbs up button for me, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Y'all have a great night. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.